I think as the match went on, I probably became a little bit more comfortable and got used to her spin and maybe the wind a little bit more. It was kind of tricky out there at times during that first set, and when it's tight, it's hard to really kickstart something. And I think once I got that first set, then I maybe relaxed a little bit more, and once I got that break and then started to maybe see what was going on a little bit more, it became a little bit easier for me.
Must be really pleased with the service there.
Yeah, I think that was something that really picked up as the match went on. Aside from that first service game, I felt like I served really well, and as that first set went on, and then throughout that second set, I really, held pretty comfortably throughout. So I think as I was doing that, and then able to put a bit more pressure on her service games, and that's kind of how the match unfolded, and that's how I was able to get that run on of games in that second set.
You have Laura Robertson next. Obviously, pretty good ball.
Yep.
Another lefty, so is it good to get a lefty to ball another lefty?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good thing. I mean, you never know when you're going to run into them. So I think it's the more times you play against that kind of spin, maybe the easier it gets. But I've never played Laura before, and she's obviously full of confidence and had 2 very, very good wins. So definitely can't go into that match lightly and have to go out there and be really on my game and ready to play some good tennis.
Have you had a chance to watch any of the matches before?
To be honest, no, not really. She hasn't necessarily played too many tournaments that I've been at where I've watched. So it's a new opponent and have to do some homework and talk to my coach a little bit about that. But again, I've got to focus on my game, and maybe there's a few things that you can pick up. But at the end of the day, I've got to do what I do well.
I'd be interested in a player like her, since she's on such a hot streak. She's 18 years old, and must be brimming with confidence coming off of the Vietnam. I mean, a dangerous opponent.
Oh, I mean, for sure, it can be a very tricky match, and she's probably got nothing to lose. She's had 2 of probably the best wins of her career, and she's starting to maybe live up to some of that potential that people had talked about from when she won Junior Wimbledon when she was 14. So, like I said, you can't go into it lightly. You've got to be aware that she's going to come out swinging maybe and have that confidence behind her, but you've got to stick to your own guns and play the way you need to play, and when it comes down to the crunch, back yourself. So, I guess we'll see how the match unfolds, but I've got to go in there, focused on what I've got to do.
And when you get deeper into the tournament, and you're more likely to be playing the center stage on the track, how important is it to have had those experiences before, as such as you have had?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think it helps. Can help a lot. I mean, I know the first times that I played out on Arthur Ashe and Rod Laver Arena and courts like that, it is a little bit more nerve-wracking, and you're not used to those surroundings. And unfortunately, I've been out there quite a few times now and played in these big matches, which I think can only be, good for you once you get that confidence under your belt.
Are you feeling very confident right now, Sam? Are you feeling very confident right now?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I feel like I've, done everything I need to get to this position. I thought I've played quite well. I've served very well, and I'm happy with where I'm at. Of course, you always want to improve things, but so far so good.
That experience you had on Ashe in the past, was that key today, 5-all in the breaker?
Yeah, I think that can help. I mean, I think I was doing the right things. I thought throughout that set I was serving well and winning my games comfortably, and had chances on her service games and wasn't able to capitalise on those. But I think as the match went on, I kept pushing to do what I needed to do, and at 5-all and then 6-5 that last set, last point of the tiebreak, I think that's really where it kind of came out.
Heading into the Lepchenko match, you were hoping to maybe hit with a left-hander, and now you've got another one.
Yep.
How easy is it to find a left-hand hitting partner? Will you go down that route, or are you happy now?
Well, we'll see. I actually ended up hitting with Kvitova yesterday, which was just by chance. She was there looking, and they said that there was no other court, so I managed to practice with her, which was maybe a good thing. And tomorrow I probably won't be too concerned about it, having just played someone, a lefty. But we'll see what happens. Again, you focus on your own game and you do whatever you need to do to combat what they're doing once you're out there.
Where do you match up well with Laura, do you think?
To be honest, I haven't even thought about that match. She only won a few minutes ago, so again, I've never really watched her play that much. We have practiced once before on grass last year at Wimbledon, but I think it's one of those people that I'm going to have to probably think about a little bit more before I give you a good answer.
Do you know her at all going back to the Australian system, or is that the first time you really kind of countered her at Wimbledon last year?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you know Laura going back from the Australian system, or was that really one of the first times you'd ever?
No, I mean, she obviously it came out and people started taking notice when she did win Junior Wimbledon. But again, I can't say that I saw many of her matches there, and that was quite a while ago now. And players evolve as years go by. So I think she's obviously improving. She's obviously playing very well. So need to probably take a look and work things out.
So much was going on last year. You had rain delays. You were thrown from pillar to post. This year, everything's going smoothly. You're out on Ash or Armstrong.
Yeah.
When you're playing. Does it feel different this year?
Oh, well, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, last year there was all sorts of obstacles to get over, and I did that, and that worked out okay. And this year everything's been pretty straightforward. So it's two contrasting tournaments at the moment, but I'll be ready to deal with anything if it comes up.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, one more question, please. Concerning Angelique Kerber, yesterday she won against Venus Williams. What do you think? Is she really a hard player here for you too?
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not anywhere near each other in the draw, I don't think. So, I'm not too worried about what's going on that side of the draw at the moment. But she really has gone from strength to strength from this tournament last year, and just skyrocketed through the rankings. And she is a very good player. So, not necessarily surprised that she won last night. But I was watching up until 5-all in that second set. Then I had to go to sleep to be ready for today. So I heard it was a pretty good match in the end.